Welcome to day 16 of your 21-day self-care journey. Today we're focusing on something many of us we just do on autopilot, and that is eating. But what if we made eating a part of our mindfulness practice? As I said in previous videos, for me, mindfulness is something that connects my meditations. When I do a meditation in the morning or in the evening, that's a place for me to really center. But then I want to keep that and maintain it throughout my day as like a bridge. And so mindfulness helps me to connect my meditative practices. It's a meditation in action, if you will. So for me, mindfulness is something I can use in a practical way every day, no matter where I'm. So there's no more excuse that I can't be in my center. Yes, there are outside circumstances that can throw me off, but then I can use my mindfulness practice to tune into my center in a more beneficial way, faster way, and it helps me to grow from those situations rather than repeating the same things over and over. So eating is something we do on autopilot quite a lot of times, including me. I'm part of this too, and it happens to me too, especially when if I'm at work and things are hectic and you're supposed to eat something, you're hungry, but you have a limited time and you just rush through your meal. And when I say mindfulness eating, I'm not talking about slowing down every bite and do this with every meal. That would not be very practical. And remember, we want to do something that we can apply that's helpful and not frustrating. So if it turns into some frustrating experience, then that defeats the purpose. What I'm talking about is using mindful eating as a beautiful way to care for yourself. And it doesn't have to take long. Even just one mindful bite is enough. In a busy day, it can make a difference if you just take one bite, one moment. That is all. It's like when we pause and take a breath. Just one breath can make a difference. Try it with me this time. Take one deep breath in and exhale. And if you really tune into that one breath, really focus all of your attention on that one breath, it can be enough to find your center, your peace again. Doesn't mean everything around you is peaceful or you have all the solutions you're looking for, but you have found yourself again where you are open to new possibilities and new outcomes. And mindful eating is just another practice, just like taking a deep breath. It doesn't have to be a complete meal. For me, it's often just one bite or two bites, and that is it. So try to bring mindful eating into your next meal. And I would like to explain to you how I do mindful eating, and there are many different ways. I'm just here to share with you my own personal experience. For me, mindful eating simply means I am aware of what I'm eating, but also where it comes from. Who has helped provide the food for me? How did it get to me? And so I would like to experience it more as an experience of all my senses, or as many senses as I can. So it could be your first bite of your meal before you even take a bite. Just look at your meal visually and see how that makes you feel. Does it look appealing to you? Does it start to make you feel you want to eat it, or do you feel like that's not really what I want? Because oftentimes we just eat what's in front of us, but if you really look at it, sometimes it's not really what our body is craving. So have a look and tune into your body. Does your body want what's in front of it, or does it rather reject the food? There's no need to judge again, just observe what's happening. Smell the food. What does it smell like? And again, how does your body react to that smell? And if you can even touch your food. Or if it's hot food, you just hover your hands over your food and feel the energy from your food. Or hold a plate in your hands. What does that feel like? And at first that might feel a bit odd to do and strange, but why don't you give it a try? It doesn't have to be in public, in front of people. You can do this in the comfort of your own home and just give it a moment. Spend 1 minute on it, 2 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes and see how it goes. So you start by just observing how you feel towards the food in front of you. And then you can take your first bite without swallowing just yet. Just take in the food and leave it in your mouth. And it depends on the food that you're eating. It may be dissolving. Maybe you start to already taste it with your taste buds. Maybe you really want to chew and swallow the food. It triggers you to not eat the food right away, and that's a good observation too. Just have fun with it. In the end, it should be fun. For me, I often laugh when I do it as well, just because when I do it and then I feel like, oh, I just really want to eat this food right now, and that's okay. Remember, mindfulness is about recognizing what's happening in your mind, in your body, and accept it for what it is. So if you feel impatient with yourself or with the exercise, that's okay. Go with it and just observe your own reaction. And then when you're ready, chew the food, swallow the food, and mentally travel with the food. See if you can actually feel the journey and for how long can you follow the food. And that is enough. That already took you some time to stay mindful and present with your body. And in the end, it's all about connecting the mind with the body, with your emotional body and energy. Food is energy. You are energy. Your environment is made up of energy. And all we do when we do things like mindful eating is connecting with different types of energies and bringing them together. And that connection is what makes it one and brings us into this mindful experience, or even make it into a meditation. And again, that doesn't mean you eat an entire meal like that. You could, but it could just simply be that very first taste. You will start to notice, if you make this a regular practice, that you have more appreciation for what's in front of you, for the people who prepare the food or grow the food for you. Your digestive system will be thankful because you're slowing down instead of just swallowing. And often too big of bites because we don't take the time to chew the food long enough. And you start to feel a sense of gratitude. And you start to experience food in a different way, in a more peaceful way. And even though after the first bite you may go back to just your regular eating, but you might notice how even though you go back to your regular eating, it may not feel as rushed as you normally do. And it may even be that you are full, that you feel full earlier than you usually do. Maybe you don't finish your entire meal just because you're slowing down and your stomach is telling you it is enough, it is full. So give it a try. Make small things in your life part of your meditation, part of mindfulness. And today it's simply about food, but it could be really anything that we can make a mindfulness exercise into a mindful exercise. So practice it. Let me know in the comments how it goes, if this is frustrating, if this feels peaceful, if this is just fun, if it's not fun at all. And again, remember, it's the experience that we embrace. And don't worry what other people comment on. Perhaps it feels completely different to you than for others. And make it about your personal experience and accept where you are in this moment. And every day can be different. So I hope this has helped you to find another way to bring mindfulness into your daily life. And I wish you all the best with the rest of your day. And thank you so much for being with me here and with the community. I always look forward to meet with you again, reading your comments and see how you're doing on your journey. Please comment and let me know where you're at the journey. If you've been following since day one, or if you're new, I would like to hear from you. Take good care of your body, of your heart. Take good care of what you invite in your energetic field. I wish you much, much, much love and joy. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.